Very delighted to be here. I think this is an incredible, invigorating, inspiring conversation that's unfolding.
I want to do this, but you give people false hope. And I don't want to have false hope. I want a guarantee. And the thing is, there are no guarantees.
Yeah. And she says, no, she will pass on the session first. And then he looks at her very patiently and he says, are you not tired of this fight?
Yes.
In other words, this fight between science and other ways of helping people. You know, science and the heart. Are you not tired with this fight? Because you're always fighting, fighting, fighting. Is it not time now to let go and really look and listen deeply to that which is bothering you?
Yeah, and then no sooner do they step into the field and he asks her the question about the possible murder in her mother's family.
Mm.
And we see the scene of the field of poppies, which has been in her dreams and in her nightmares, or in her dreams, she always has had the scene of poppies, which is quite interesting because it is just something she's drawn to on a subconscious level without having a realization that there is a deeper meaning for her behind that. And then we have the scene of this young woman that is being abused
Sarah,
by
yeah,
a group of soldiers, Zara, yeah, and in the father's belief system, or in the family's belief system, she is now dishonored.
Mm.
So the real underlying theme here is the father, what he had to do to save the honor for himself and his family.
Mm.
And for me, that is extremely significant. Maybe also from a personal perspective, how people have to do whatever they can to save their honor, to save how people see them, to save how they can function forward in life. Because if your community dishonors you and throws you out, then you lose your sense of belonging.
So sometimes there's the one that by force needs to be excluded for the sake of the larger community. As he says, I can't take you with me like this. Even if I let you live, the others won't spare you. So it's like, I need to kill you because that's protecting you for your future abuse, but also it will protect the rest of the community. And it's a very interesting time frame, of course. Yeah, there's lots to say about this because it's still in modern times. A lot of that plays out, I suspect.
It brings me to the question, what would I have done? And so we can't really judge the decision this man must make at that point in time. It was circumstantial. It was out of his control completely. It was out of the child's control completely. And the only one in control here is actually the belief system that he has to follow. And that is really key when we look at our entanglements, not only in the family, but in the world around us that defines us, by which we are defined, and that pushes us into spheres of our lives that we can't comprehend.
Yeah. Isn't that hand tremble on the trigger a beautiful metaphor for the ambiguity that he goes through at that moment?
Yes.
He's facing his beautiful young daughter. How can you possibly kill, shoot your daughter? And yet there's another judgment in himself that has to do this because that's the best solution that he can come up with right now. And often in systemic work, I think we discover that this sentence, I didn't know better, or that was the only option for me at the time. This comes through from time to time.
Yes. And the thing is, it changes the understanding on the conflict he actually had inside of him. And now we see how that conflict relates to Toprak in terms of the heart and the head that can't get together. So Leon, thank you so much for being here with me again today and
Thank
for
you.
having this conversation, because you always prickle my mind, yeah, it's good to have this exchange and this conversation with you. So thank you for being here.
Thank you, Sonja. Thank you.
And
Looking forward to our next time.
looking forward to our next time. Awesome. Take care.
Okay. Thank
Bye.
you. All right.